All right, what's going on, everybody? So, just starting out while we're waiting for everybody, I think we're going to do a quick run through of my red deer. Just because. What's going on, Ryan? Is it Merval? Merval? Or should we just stick with Ryan? Oh, I was like, where the heck did this thing go? I'm literally standing on top of it. All right. That was interesting. Actually reset up in one of my old zones that I've not hunted in a very long time, but my spawns are getting weird and I need stuff to shoot, so gotta keep mobile. Someday, I wonder if we can make this shot. This is gonna be tough. Ooh, that was low. We just completely undershot that. Oh well. Yeah, I'm not really sure where exactly we're going to be hunting this evening. The crew's not all here quite yet, but I'm looking forward to it, wherever we end up. Hoping we can get some more trophies to add to the lodge. Last night was actually a solid night of hunting. For those of you that weren't there, we got a diamond elk, Rocky Mountain elk. It's actually a pretty big one, 495. Got a piebald Rocky Mountain elk, and then last but certainly not least, we ended up with a leucistic caribou. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, after shooting a great one, or like it seems like right before a great one, things start getting really weird, and that's actually kind of partly why. So I've been grinding off stream, obviously, for a little bit. I noticed my spawns like completely just weirded out. Not like, it's obviously normal during a grind for your animals to do stuff, you know, they're moving through zones and all that stuff, and you may notice them more here or there. That's normal. But when they just completely stop going to a zone and you haven't erased the hunting pressure, that's when you know something is up. Maybe we have a rare, maybe we have a diamond, I don't know, but something's weird and fishy. So I just wanted to kind of do maybe 1 or 2 run-throughs while you guys were here, and maybe possibly finally get this guy and shoot him live. I don't know. I've definitely had, this is very, very, very reminiscent of my whitetail grind, where we're well over 5,000 kills at this point. And had I not done the whitetail grind, I probably would have lost all hope by now. But from that whitetail grind, I know, even though this has taken forever, it's coming eventually. I will shoot that 5 just so we can have more to shoot. Oop, not him though. Really trying to get some of my herd squared away. I'm doing herd management light right now, basically. That was a terrible shot. What I'm actually trying to do is kind of sort of repair some zones that I want to get all the low levels where I don't want them to be, because that zone that we were just sitting in, this guy right here, I don't want to hunt this. I want to have that just loaded with nothing, basically. But I got to do some homework in order to get that achieved. So, I mean, if we get a great one before that, that'll be great, but dropped him. But see, what's strange is, and I'm using it to my advantage, I've had nothing but 4s respawn, which is weird. Normally I get kind of a mixed bag, you know, 4s and 5s and 6s and 7s, but nope, everything's respawning as 4s. So that tells me something's either coming or something's already on the map that isn't allowing it to spawn any bigger animals for some reason. Now, I've already checked all my exterior zones. I don't have any great one hanging out somewhere I don't know about, but the spawns are weird. And every time I do get a respawn, it's a 7, just like that. So something's getting ready to happen. Yeah, I think in all honesty, when it comes to great ones, it literally is RNG. I don't think there's anything you can really do to hasten it. I mean, I say that as shout out Rix. He's literally shot 4 great ones now within what, 2 weeks now, which is insane. But maybe just RNG is really shining in his favor. That said, when I finally do shoot this stupid red deer great one, I'm going to transition over to fallow on here. And I'm going to follow herd management to the T with that. And we're going to see if that does anything different. So far, I've had 2 great one grinds go over 5,000 kills. One of my great one grinds, the moose grind, that one was like a sub 700 kills. It honestly didn't even feel like a grind. It seemed like it went by so quickly. But I don't know. So far, all my grinds have been straight up grinds, man. But with that being said, I do feel like I may have been somewhat of the reason why. So I actually started out dirty grinding the red deer. Whitetail I didn't, but I would essentially shoot everything I see and wouldn't collect it and move on. And at first it seemed like an excellent idea. I was like, man, this is cool. Everything's working out great. You know, I'm shooting tons of animals. I was getting all kinds of diamonds and respawns. I'm like, I don't need herd management. This is awesome. The only real downside was you didn't make money. But after a while, just nothing was happening. I probably did 3 to 4, maybe 3,000 kills doing that. Just shooting red deer and dipping out, coming back in, shooting them again. And then Expansive Worlds comes out and was like, hey, don't dirty grind because that's literally breaking your game. It will not actually help your spawns at all. The game's actually just simply respawning everything you just shot. It looks like respawns, but it's not. And I'm like, oh. Well, that's terrible. And I never thought, because, you know, it seemed natural enough that I didn't catch on that every single diamond that I was shooting, it was technically the same score and everything else. So the more you know. Oh, it's funny is everybody, when I started out the red deer grind, everybody's like, oh, the red deer grind's super fast and easy. And I'm like, well, here we are. Did I not kill that guy? No, is that old hunting pressure? I don't know. I need a hard reset. Like I said, I've been grinding before stream, so we need to get some respawns in. I think the old great ones are just pure RNG. Some people are luckier than others, and that's really just about it, honestly. I think that's the only use of measurement you can have. Used to read online all the time, like, well, the average kill count for a great one's about 1,200. I'm like, you pulled that number out of your butt, because there is no, you can't average random. Like, that mathematically makes 0 sense. Boy, we're doing real good at shooting, whiffing shots. But again, this isn't necessarily. I'm more, like I said, I'm trying to kind of like tame some of my zones, get them back to where they need to be, and then once we get my zones kind of all equal, that's when I'm gonna start shooting the 4s out of where I actually want to hunt. What's going on, Kraken? Or should I call you by your other name? I would say, depending on which species they are, piebald are certainly some of the more common rares that you can get. As far as rares go, they're still rare, but again, it depends on which species. Like moose, for example, piebald's pretty common as far as rares go. I don't know. My red deer grind so far, I've shot kind of equal for both piebalds and albinos. The melanistics are definitely the rarer ones. I've only shot 2. You know what's crazy? So my whitetail grind took me a little over 6,000 kills, and that entire, oh crap, it's past their drink time. That entire time, I shot 3 rares. That entire grind, 6,000 kills, I shot 3 rares. That's how unlucky it was, but it paid off in the end because our great one ended up being the small rack, typical rack. So that's a very rare, you know, rack, so it can't be too complainy, but boy did it take forever. That's got an 8 rack, giant 7. Excuse me, is you not, did we not, oh, we were reserved for 300, son of a gun. I was like, what in the world? That was a perfect shot. That makes sense. Yeah, my whitetail grind almost killed grinding for me because it was just, I wasn't having fun with the game anymore. I'm like, this is dumb. Like, this is all I'm doing. I best, and that's what's wild too, is like I just poured all the time I had in Call of the Wild into Great One grinding, and I just was over it. Luckily he came and showed up, but I don't know. This one, I'm fairly hardcore about it, but well, we just shot her right in the face. Sorry, lady. Like tonight, for example, we're not this is probably our last run through, and then we're gonna go have some fun and shoot up some multiplayer maps. Well, hello there, Mr. Rooney. Then again, we could just wait for Ricks. I do need to shoot red deer. I mean, bottom line, end of the day, this is one of those. I need to shoot red deer. That said, I haven't actually gone and visited my whitetail grind over on Rancho in probably a week. Game plan tonight, Ricks? Well, hopefully find us a good multiplayer server and come home with some diamonds or rares. Hello. Excuse me, we're changing in here. I'm naked. Yeah, when you're grinding, it's definitely nice to have somebody there kind of like in your ear and chit-chatting about it. I usually, whenever I'm not streaming, doing it, which is 99% of the time. Because again, so I used to stream over on Twitch full time, and just the day in day out grinding those whitetail, it made me kind of hate it, and I'm like, I don't want to do that again. Anyway, long story short, so I'll sit there and listen to a podcast or something while I'm grinding just to kind of keep my mind off of it. I know me though, the second I shoot this red deer great one, I'm like, all right, let's do it again. All right, do we finally have just a 4 hanging out here? Okay, we've got 2 4s. That's a good thing to see. I am going to change time just to make sure and confirm. That's a zone I've been trying to knock off the list for a hot minute now. I think we did it. But there could be a dude that's late or not there yet. Yep, there he is. Honestly, not even sure where I feel like hunting tonight. I mean, I'm down for anything, honestly. Just, I want something good, something we can get some shooters on. Last night, while it was successful, it was kind of boring because it took a long time to find the stuff that we were finding. Well, that's where we were last night. We spent a ton of time on Yukon. I mean, it ended well. It's just, well, we did that last night, unfortunately. Not Hirsch. Anything but Hirsch. I should have clarified that. Anything but Hirsch. Tell you what, I'll do this so you guys get the word out. If we can hit 2,000 subs by the end of this week, which we're kind of sort of on track for that. If we hit 2,000 subs by the end of the week, one of these 3, like next Monday, we'll do some Hirschfelden. Ooh, that is a little late. Well, I appreciate you stopping by, Mirval. cute little dinky 3. What do we got over here on this other side? We got 5, 6. The problem with these guys, though, these are all technically single zone, so I'm not going to shoot them. They're just going to get held there. Parque Fernando, I actually like Parque, and that was, what was that? Was that Saturday's stream? We ended up doing pretty darn good on Parque. I don't know, I'm kind of feeling Rancho, maybe. I know Rix isn't the biggest fan of Rancho. Speaking of, I need to actually go to my Rancho and just kind of see what's going on with the whitetail. Flip side, it has been quite some time since Rix and I have played Revontuli Coast. It's absolutely my favorite map, and I still need a diamond, willow, and or rock ptarmigan. So there's that. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. I genuinely enjoyed it. I think, though, just because as a North American hunter, the fact that it actually had mule deer, that's what got me hooked. Like, I was all about the mule deer on that map. The only maps that I really dislike is Hirschfeld and Mississippi. Everything else is tolerable. I don't know. I hate to say it, but honestly, Leighton Lakes is starting to kind of fill that slot of just undesirable maps. That used to be, back in the day, my hands down favorite map. Even when, really, it all changed when Revontuli Coast came out, and that's when they added home ranges for animals, and that completely ruined Leighton. I've never had a controller shoot randomly. I've had it vibrate randomly. Just start vibrating out vigorously out of control. Couldn't stop until you shut it off. Yeah. So Mirabal says, I disliked Emerald Coast, but that's because it trolled me and my friends so much we started calling it Troll Coast. Well, my very first video of Emerald Coast was titled Troll Coast because literally everything I shot on there was a damn troll. And to be completely honest, it's not that I dislike Emerald Coast, it's just I get very bored of it very quickly. I don't know why, don't know what it is. I mean, there's plenty of stuff to shoot. I think part of it is psychological too, because I got very, very lucky, and very early on, I mean, I'm talking the first week of its release, I ended up shooting pretty much every single diamond off of that map except for Kangaroo. And so it kind of left really no need to go back to it. So this is what's frustrating about whitetail. They're just never in their zones. I expected him to continue walking forward. That's why I shot when I did. He stopped though. What's going on, Spaceman? Looks like Alpern's back. After this little minor detour, we'll go over to some multiplayer, hit random, and see where Call of the Wild decides to put us. And you know what? While we're waiting for Rix, if it happens to be Hirschfelden, give it a shot. Do you want to take a guess on how many troll kangaroos I've shot to date? No diamond kangaroos. Oh, Rix is on. He saved us from potential Hirschfelden ruin. Well, Rix, do you want to start looking for a map? Oh, so to answer that question, I just left you guys hanging on. So as of today, I have shot 17 troll kangaroos. 17 non-legendary kangaroos, and not a single one has made diamond. Very frustrating, and honestly, that's probably my least favorite animal to hunt in the game. Straight up. I didn't mean to shoot her. There it is. We got the invite from old Rick. So let's go. Fingers crossed. We finally get our Ptarmigan diamond. Take her easy, Mirabel. I appreciate you stopping by, man. We'll be back live again tomorrow. Unfortunately, probably around the same time, so it'll be fairly late for you. Best non-DLC map, hands down, is Latent Lakes. Oops, didn't realize there was a person standing here. My bad, rando. Go on down here and see what's going on. Give me just a second, folks. Oh, right on, Mirval. Have you killed on Mirval? Yeah, Latent Lakes, it's not as good as it used to be in its heyday, but it's still pretty good. I don't ever hunt over here on this side of the lake, so I figured why not? Let's just go over here and check it out, see what's going on. It's noon, so that means I guess we could go see if there's any moose drinking up through here. Got the 7mm, not the best moose gun, but if we get hard shots, we'll be in business. Actually, what I need to do is kind of peruse this coastline because whitetail are still probably in their zones. Not that I need more whitetail, but I wouldn't complain coming across a big, you know, piebald or albino, something cool. What's going on, Statler? Alright. We're gonna be doing some hardcore trophy hunting here, folks. We gotta find something good. But we're on Revetuli Coast, so I know it's just a matter of time. That's a little tiny estimate 4. No whitetail. I mean, it is past the drink time technically, but oh, I spoke too soon. There's one standing right there. I was going to say, on my map, this area of the lake is actually loaded with whitetail, but we got a little guy. 2 little guys. Nothing interesting outside of that. And it sounds like we've got some Canadians. There they are. Hopefully by the time we get over to where I'm wanting to go, the moose will actually be in their zones. And we've been kicked. And here we go. What's going on, car guy? What's going on, King? How the heck are you playing tennis and watching the stream at the same time? That's a good way to get a broken leg. Just ask Statler. That's exactly how he had, or his brother lost his leg. Yeah, it's crazy. There, I guess. Well, we're trying to get to Revetuli Coast, but this is the difficult map to get into sometimes. This is frustrating. Never mind, we got an invite. It's all good, Nathan. Appreciate you stopping by. No, I was there. Remember, Statler? I was sitting there in the corner of the tennis court. I had the stream set up, you know, going, and then I look over, and I thought your brother had stepped on a landmine, to be honest, but... Yeah, that is the most frustrating thing in the world right there. When you get stuff stolen from you. Ask me how I know. He's doing good. He's actually with us tonight. He is in the party. Nothing good yet, Kingwater. We're kind of sort of just starting. Did a couple run-throughs of my Red Deer grind, and then now we're just attempting to get even into a session. It's going to be one of those nights, I'm afraid. Now we're in a rev that's dark. Nope, nothing yet, gaming. We're kind of sort of just starting out. We're actually struggling to get into a multiplayer session, but the night's young, and I'm hoping we come across something cool. Certainly wish it wasn't so dark. I actually got really close to hitting that guy. If it wasn't for it being dark factor, probably would have nailed that guy. That's a big rabbit track. I wonder if that's the one that we spooked a second ago. Ooh, orange chicken, some of my favorite. That's the good stuff. You got that extra orange or extra sweet and sour sauce? Come on now. Problem with it being dark, I just can't see stuff like I normally would. We shall persevere. I'm kind of hoping I get server host because there are no need zones in this map whatsoever, so it looks pretty solid. Game was just not letting us spot that guy for some reason. What's going on, Grim? Nothing yet. Still a little early. Really kind of hoping I get control of this server. Downside is, with it being dark, that guy could be melanistic and I'd never know. I feel like Bear might be drinking right now. Maybe a little bit later. Light brown is uncommon, I believe. Dark brown, however, is definitely rare. That's pretty darn rare. Blonde is even rarer. And rarest of them all for lions is albino. Yeah, the dark is definitely not the best time to be hunting. That's for sure. Unless, of course, you know, we come across some bears. Actually not too upset because their drink time, I think, just started. Correct? Oh, no, it just ended. Never mind. I would love to come across an albino brown bear. Oh, I wish it wasn't dark. I am, like I said though, I'm really, really banking on me getting server host. That way I can control the time and all the fun stuff. I'm not even sure I'm going to be able to actually see these things if and when they take off. Ooh, a melanistic feral goat. Those are pretty darn rare. I think they're actually black. They're called black, but yeah, those are rare. I actually have one on my Emerald Coast that I saw day one of release and never saw it again. It's running around somewhere. Well, that's annoying. We finally got in their server and I got kicked. Sorry, I was not keeping up with chat. So Kingwater says, my grandpa got his first diamond. It was a bison. That's awesome. Statler says his first diamond ever was the first diamond potential and it was a kangaroo. That makes me a little jealous, not gonna lie. Right here, Revetuli Coast, in my humble opinion. It's one of those maps that you can be very successful just starting out with the weapons that you start out in game. If you got the 7mm and the 243, you're good to go with a shotgun. You're going to be shooting birds. Everything's worth a ton of money with the exception of the whitetail. But yeah, Revantulikos, hands down. I say it every time we're here, but the thing that I love most about Revantulia Coast is it doesn't matter where you go, there's literally always going to be something to look at or shoot at. Every map needs to be like this. It needs to just be full of stuff and running around everywhere. What's going on, Camo? Shout out Chem Boy, currently at school. Pretty sure that's a rare. I'm like 99% sure. Let's see. Let's go. It's a rare. It's an orange raccoon dog. Let's freaking go. Gonna taxidermy that. Don't run away from school. It's the most important thing. Education. Knowledge is power. That's exciting. First thing we shoot is a rare raccoon dog. Let's freaking go. Is it just a female? Yeah, but I don't care. Oh. Well, to be fair, if we were using the 22-250, we probably would have punched through, but... That's all I want. It's a Diamond Willow Ptarmigan. Kingwater, you actually missed us shooting a rare fur type raccoon dog. It was just a female. But there she is. I'll take it. Oh no. We shouldn't have done that. Now we got a black screen. Well, this isn't good. Yep, oranges are rare. Piebald, albino, and there's one more I'm not thinking of. Okay, round 3 of being in this server. Change up our approach a little bit. We're going to go by the starter zone and see if there's maybe any big whitetail hanging out. Where's the Capercaillie at? So the best non-DLC map is going to be Leighton Lakes. Unfortunately, it's probably one of the more tougher maps to hunt. But I would stick to, especially if you're just starting out, if all you have is the 243, I would stick to hunting whitetail on there and blacktail. Oi. Oh, he's still flying. Are you kidding me? Oh, look at this dude. We just shot him point blank in the head. Yeah, melanistic brown bears are definitely rare. What do you mean, fellow? So I've got my console connected to a PC or to a computer, and then I use a computer or software called OBS to actually run it through YouTube. What's going on, Luke? There it is. I was looking for that rabbit we just shot. I was like, what the heck? Doing all right, Luke, except for the fact that we can't seem to stay in a darn multiplayer server to save our lives. think we're going to go try to get into one of our very own personal Rancho de la Ro maps because multiplayer is just not working out tonight. Nice, King. D-Day was definitely not New Mexico. I just got confirmation, ladies and gentlemen. If we hit 2,000 subs by the end of the week, Rix will in fact play Medved. Or not Medved, Hirschfelden. So smash that sub button if you haven't already. All right, we are finally going to Medved. We're going to be on one of our own personal servers, which means we shouldn't be getting kicked constantly. Unless, of course, the game decides to hard crash. I don't know, Kingwater. That's up to you to decide. What do you feel like? What do you feel like hunting? That's a bigger question. No, it is not. Excuse me now. It's not fallow. Call me crazy, but I am like 85% sure that is a melanistic female moose. She looks just different than the other moose. To be fair, the other one looks melanistic too. I don't know. What's so tough about moose is it's really hard to tell. The males you can kind of see because their antlers are going to seem just weird. But notice how these ones all have that brown patch on their back. Shh, he doesn't. Maybe she does. I guess we could shoot her. That'd be one way to find out, eh? Yep, she's not. We're gonna go ahead and pretend we didn't shoot her. I mean, Silver Ridge Peaks has got mule deer and bison. It's a decent looking 4. Got him. Not sure if this 4 is worth all this walking we're doing. Guess we didn't kill that brown bear, did we? Actually, okay, we just killed the reindeer. I was gonna say, we didn't kill the reindeer either? Curious to see. This reindeer technically has some diamond potential to it. I don't think he'll make it, but I'm curious to see what he makes. Oh, there's a brown bear. And it's not letting me collect it. What the heck? What the heck? I just got kicked from a private match? Man, I don't know what is up with the servers tonight, but let me tell you, they are not being very cooperative. Good old trolls. You gotta love them. Pretty sure that's a max weight reindeer track. I don't know if it's going to be worth following. Maybe. I don't know, man. When it comes to Silver Ridge Peaks, they're all pretty solid. Oh, dang, that was a long way to walk for basically nothing. I guess we can go track this max weight reindeer track. I've never seen that happen before. The host gets kicked from his own map. I've never seen that in Call of the Wild before. And then this dude, he is just walking around in circles, so I'm not going to waste any more time tracking that, because, yeah, we're just not doing it. I've got 4 great ones. Really loving the amount of baby moose we're running into. Said no one ever. There you go, and that might be a diamond. Dang old trolls. That was the game. These moose are absolutely abysmal. So far, we're not really seeing a whole lot. I mean, the last time on Medved we walked down this little stretch, we did get a diamond moose, so we'll see. Excuse me, ma'am. We're just simply trying to walk through here, and I don't appreciate your tone you're having with me here. And if you're wondering, yeah, that killed her. Bruh, these moose are just pathetic. Max weight for pronghorn is 65 kilograms. Not sure what it is in pounds. And if you're wondering why I keep whistling, it's just because I'm intentionally trying to speak stuff, because Medved, kind of like Mississippi, is just this. You can't see anything, so... Yeah, man. Oh, they're aggressive, huh? Interesting. Let's let them be aggressive. This is probably going to be my best bet at survival. You really need to do a rework on the wolves, but yeah, he fafoed. Shotgun slugs get the job done on wolves, that's for sure. It's all good, FPS Cat. What's going on, my man? Man, at this point, I'd at least like to see something, you know. I would take a piebald cow, you know, something. Same old, trying to find some sort of trophy. It's one of those nights, though, where Call of the Wild is, well, Call of the Wild. Funny, shotgun slugs at 70 yards, not very effective. At all. We didn't even get a vital hit on her. That's insane. Well, hopefully. One can hope. It has been a while, FPS, man. How's life? How's it hanging? I mean, Rix has shot 57,000 great ones since you've last been on here live. What's going on, Colton? No, Rix is a madman. A little bit earlier in the stream, we got a rare fur type raccoon dog, but haven't seen any much since. Probably the past hour, we've not seen much. But, I mean, that's the way Call of the Wild goes. Never mind. Ladies and gentlemen, it's... We were just talking. Rick said, and I quote, adult language, you have to see this. We're en route. There we go. 5 medium reindeer, 410 to 489, 440 something is, that's a solid big rack reindeer right there. Shadow Ricks, I was just saying, I don't actually have a diamond red deer or reindeer. I do have one on the PC account, but not Xbox. So he's got one and he said, take it. So that's exactly what we're going to do. If not for the goat Ricks, this wouldn't have been happening. 250, that's close enough. We'll let the heart rate settle down here and try to take this guy home. And of course he starts moving. That's a hit. The pink camouflage really helps us blend into this snow environment. Nice, Colton. All right. Moment of truth. Does it make diamond? Like caribou, I mean, they're actually technically the same exact animal. These things like to troll, so let's see. Do we have our first ever diamond reindeer on the Xbox? We do, baby. Let's go. It's a diamond. 434. 430 being diamond. Let's go. First diamond of the night. It's now a successful hunt. Shout out Ricks. Again, just to kind of clarify what exactly went down there. It's not like I came across that organically. Ricks happened to spot it. He knew that I did not have a diamond reindeer, and bam, there we go. That's why it's fun hunting with good partners like that will look out for you. And that's the kind of community stuff we're trying to build here. And just to clarify too, that favor is always returned. Just the other day, Ricks did not have a diamond Not cinnamon teal, whatever the birds are over on Yukon. We ended up finding one for him. Got the job done. Everything on Medved looks much close, is like a mirror on a car. Everything is actually further than it appears. Sheesh. Unfortunately, with her running out here, if there is any reindeer in this lake, they're going to be running shortly. I gotta say though that the reindeer are pretty fun to shoot, so we're gonna drop as many as we can. What's going on, Will? Oh, just shot a diamond reindeer, courtesy of Rick's. I do have to say here, for everybody calling for an Asian map, here it is. We've already got one. Case closed. That is awful pretty, though. I'm not gonna lie. Hopefully we don't break our legs. Ooh, that hurt real bad. I hate to have to walk all this way just to die at the end. I need to start carrying... I die enough in this game that I think it's time to actually start carrying medkits. Because now, out here in the boonies, if we run into like a pack of wolves or something, we're screwed. Either these guys aren't in their zone yet, or they're leaving this zone. I don't know what's going on with them. Ooh. It's a decent 4. Got him. That's gonna go in a thumbnail someday. Darn, did we come over here for nothing? I was hoping there'd be some reindeer out here in this little lake. No, FPS, no. It's alright, man. Gotta do what you gotta do. Where, oh where is that brown bear at? Well, Jacob, you go into the store and you buy it. Any outpost tent. Outpost or tent, I should say. In the store. So yeah, any outpost is going to have a store in it. You select it, then you're going to see where your ammo is at, and that's where you buy it. Like Fallow there said, 243 soft point is completely free of charge. And then obviously as you level up and rank up, you'll eventually unlock polymer tips, which I recommend using. Might be able to get it this late before the end of their drink time. Got a okay there it is. I was gonna say we got a mail call out. We're gonna do this number here. Unfortunately, he scored at the bottom end of that estimate. He had a very small chance of making it. Hopefully there's something good at this lake. Definitely feeling the need for a new map, though. I'm ready for it. It's a bus. Come over here, and there's nothing. Absolutely nothing. Another decent 4. He's not even nowhere near being diamond, but... Try to shoot him here. Or not. He's running away here. Got him. I would have been very impressed had we hit that one, not gonna lie. What in the world happened there? Man, just, I mean, yeah, we got the diamond, but not a lot going on. A bunch of 4s, man, but thinking that 5 was it. Now, maybe we spooked him, but it's kind of far for that. Well, I think, unfortunately, that's all we've got for this evening, folks. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll be back same time tomorrow, hopefully with even more diamonds and trophies to put in the lodge, unless, of course, this ends up being a 9 legendary that we see, but I don't think we're going to get that lucky. It's just a 6. Pop them for respawn's sake. But I really appreciate everybody stopping by this evening. Like I said, if we can hit 2,000 subscribers by the end of the week, we're going to be doing a hunt on Hirschfelden, which is obviously my least favorite map. But maybe that'll give us some motivation to actually go visit. But that being said, like I said before, appreciate everybody stopping by this evening. I hope to see you guys tomorrow. And I will see you guys on the next one.